In the United States Army, there are some places that are blacklisted, meaning you are not allowed to go to them, so let's talk about that. What's up, friends? Welcome to an all-new video. In this one, I am talking about blacklisted locations, sometimes also referred to as off-limits establishments. So what this is the Army is going to outline certain places maybe near your installation, wherever it is that you're stationed, that are off-limits or blacklisted. This is usually done for like safety reasons, maybe areas that have high crime, places that they know that the business owners are shady, or whatever the case might be. So before we get into that, maybe make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also enable notifications so you can join that notification platoon to get notified as soon as new videos go live, including live streams. So these off-limits establishments are going to be on a list. They have like a memorandum that the Army will put out. They try to update it, quite frequently if some changes are made. But the real way you can usually find them is usually they have a website. Usually the installation will have a website that you can go to. Sometimes you have to do a little digging for it. Sometimes you have to do a Google search for it. Usually the leadership should have it available somewhere, maybe post it up in the office areas or somewheres to where you can look at the list and see what is off limits for soldiers. This is also a lot of times done in briefings. People will give like safety briefings saying, hey, off limits, establishments are these places, don't be going to them. Maybe there's an update to them saying, hey, this one's now off the list or this one's now on the list, whatever the case might be. So if soldiers are caught going to these establishments, they can get in trouble. They can get Article 15s, whatever they want to do. Basically, it's failure to obey a direct order by being told to not go to these establishments. As far as the Colorado Springs one for like Fort Carson, they have like different addresses that are like rental properties that they don't want soldiers renting because maybe the quality of living isn't so great, or that landlord is really shady, whatever the case is. Maybe other soldiers have complained in the past about this landlord, not doing the legit things or whatever. So that's something that can be on there, is like places for rentals. So that's also good to check out these off-limits establishments maybe when you're going to a new duty station, to make sure that you're not going to end up renting from maybe a individual that's on that list, or of property owners that are on that list. Also on that Fort Carson one, I think there's a bar, but I think that bar is closed down now since then. There's also a massage parlor. You probably can understand why. They were probably given a little more than your normal massage that you should be getting from there. And then there's also like head shops on that list for off-limits areas, where soldiers are not allowed to go to these specific head shops because they sell marijuana, paraphernalia, and other items that they don't want soldiers owning and having and possibly getting involved with doing marijuana, even though it's legal in Colorado, but it is not legal for soldiers because that is a federal law. Now, places that get on these blacklists or these off-limits establishments memorandums, a lot of times sometimes will get like a notification to say that they're on it and why they're on it sometimes, and they can appeal that. And then if they make corrections, maybe it was for safety concerns or whatever, maybe the military didn't like how, the certain aspect of that bar or whatever, kind of addressed its safety. So if they fix that, then they can always appeal it and get, removed from that list. So anytime that there's changes to it, then a new memorandum might come out, and that'll probably be passed down to commanders to let them know, hey, this has been changed to where this one has been added to it. Make sure soldiers know not to go to it, or this one's been removed from it, so soldiers are now allowed to go there, whatever the case is. Most establishments do not want to be on this list because that's detrimental to them, especially in areas that are heavy with military, like Colorado Springs, heavy on military because of Fort Carson, because of Peterson, because of whatever. They have a lot of customers that could potentially be losing because of being on this blacklist. So for the most part, a lot of establishments want to try to get off that list, do what they can to get off of it. There might be some that really don't care, but it's going to kind of vary, I guess, on what their priorities are. But that's an important thing to kind of check out when you're going to a new duty station. Find out what places, what establishments are off limits, maybe why if you want to, but also just kind of note that these places are off limits. But these could be, bars or whatever, or even just places that, you want to rent. So maybe a little bit shorter of a video than normal, but just kind of wanted to make sure that people know about this, especially those of you going into the military and you maybe don't know about this being a thing, being certain places that you're not allowed to go to because of whatever reason. So it's a good thing to check out your first duty station, your second duty station, whatever. Find out what establishments are in the area that are blacklisted that you're not allowed to go to. If I have any viewers out there that maybe have some crazy stories of, places that are blacklisted in their area or were blacklisted when they were in the military, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear about some different areas that are blacklisted and why. Also, if any of you have questions about maybe this kind of policy, leave some questions down below. I'll try to answer what I can. Some of my veteran viewers might help me out with answers as well. Once again, I am rocking a Grunt Style t-shirt. They did not sponsor this video or me, but they did hook me up with some t-shirts to be able to rock in these episodes. So make sure you check out the link down below if you're interested in the shirt. Well, all right, hopefully you enjoyed that video. If so, hit that thumbs up. Check out some of the links down in the description for social media and more. Got some recommended videos over here that are okay by me. Thanks for watching. I'm ThatChrisChaos, and I'll see you next time. See ya.